Benvenuti, buona domenica. Questa è una live un po', diciamo, strana. Diciamo, non è solito che vado a condividere altre live, però è talmente, diciamo, succosa la live che effettivamente mi sembrava giusto e corretto andare appunto a vedere che cosa succede in casa Bigtreetech e condividerla qui sul canale. Allora, 2 minuti e poi comincerà la live e la andremo a seguire assieme, magari commentate e vediamola assieme, insomma, magari ne discutiamo assieme. Dieci secondi e siamo live, ragazzi, in questa live appunto di Bigtreetech.
Hello to Mike, a maker with big ideas who wants to keep things organized. But he just can't find the right equipment. And this is Lily. She is trying to reach 1,000 followers. And she did it. Great job, Lily. But they are having some trouble setting things up. Psst, here. Say hi to the all-new Biqu Panda-Verse. The complete upgrade solution for your bamboo printer space. Capture and dispose of waste with ease. Storage space for days. AMS units, stack them and rack them. Take your A1 Mini anywhere. And give it a splash of your
Bigtreetech, ragazzi, è il numero uno ormai negli optional per Bamboo Lab.
What about heavy printers? Don't worry, guys. We've got your back.
Oh, Panda Station, quello che interessa a me, ragazzi.
Want to keep your filament flowing without an AMS? Don't worry. We've got you covered. And how about those prints that warp all the time? Panda-Breath will bring the heat. Feel like something is missing? Let's light this place up.
Vi ricordo che in settimana o la prossima andrò a installare il Panda Status sulle mie 2 P1P.
do it themselves using Biqu's unique range of filaments. Come and join Mike and Lily in the Biqu Panda-Verse.
Guys, welcome. Give us a heads up in the comments if you can hear us. We are really happy to be live and with you after days and days of build-up to this. We've just got, I mean, I've seen the comments flowing in as we played that video, right? And there were just comments about, man, that's a lot of stuff. And you are right. It is. Of stuff, and this is our 10th anniversary to launch what we've affectionately dubbed as the Panda-Verse. And we'll share also a little bit of lore about how it's got sort of two brand names associated with it. Just sort of to get a bit nostalgic and reminisce over the 10 years of us being in existence. So around 2013, our founder, Eric, he was a computer science student. He loved to tinker with hobby projects. And he decided he was going to build himself 3D printing. And at that point, a lot of the DIY printers you can build are based on those sort of early Prusa Mendel R3 style designs. The only problem was that Eric was a student and he came from a working class family, and each stepper driver was going to set him back an amount that was basically just ridiculous. He couldn't afford it. But fortunately for him, his brother operated a
Sto cercando di smanettare un po' di roba, ma niente.
sourcing business. It ran out of a little market in Shenzhen, and Eric decided what he was going to do. He was going to ask his brother to source some A4988 chips, and then he was going to design his own little PCB. And so he did that, and he went to the market that weekend. He soldered the A4988 chips onto the PCB, and it actually worked. He had his own set of A4988 drivers, put them in his printer, showed his friends, and they all wanted a set of drivers too. So Eric ordered more parts through his brother, more PCBs, soldered them up, gave them to his friends, and the word spread. Now his friends' friends wanted them. He figured, you know what? Let me start an AliExpress store, see if these things might sell. And so he did that. And guess what? The orders flowed in, like by the hundreds. The next thing you know, every weekend he was sitting in his brother's store and he was soldering together these driver chips. If you ever see him at a show one day, ask him to lift up his shorts and you'll see the burn marks from the solder still dripping on his legs. But he needed to name his AliExpress store, and he didn't just want to give it like this generic Ali store 175926, right? So in college, his nickname was the Big Tree because he's quite a tall guy, and his name in Chinese has the word for tree in it, so they just called him the Big Tree. And then he figured, hey, why not just call my Ali store Bigtreetech, right? It kind of fits. So that's where that name came from. And then a little bit later, he wanted to start another brand, couldn't decide on a name, and he was sitting and pronouncing the word Big Tree, trying to pronounce it with the English pronunciation, but he realized that when Chinese people pronounce it, they kind of chew on the syllables a bit. And instead of saying Big Tree, they say Big Chew. And so he figured, hey, why don't I just call my other brand Biqu? And so Biqu was born, really, from the same name. And over the last 10 years, we have had an incredible time making all kinds of incredible products under both brands. And we're glad we've been able to share the last 10 So that's about enough nostalgia for today. We have a lot to get to over here. Let's kick things off with a brief introduction. My name is Luke. I work as the technical director of Biqu and Bigtreetech, and we've been crazy busy over the last year with all this development. So if my eyes, or the bags under my eyes, have bags under them, then you'll know why. Please bear with me during the stream. Let's hand over to Richard and Lexi. They can introduce themselves too.
All right, thanks, Luke. So hi guys, I am Richard. I work as a product manager for Biqu and Bigtreetech. It's really great to see everyone again and finally get a chance to show you everything that we've been working on for the last year or so. And this is Lexi.
Hi everyone, I'm Lexi, and I'm responsible for business development at Biqu and Bigtreetech. And I'll be handling the giveaways and competition during the stream. And please remember that stand a chance to win, you need to be connected to our stream. And aside from the main prize, we also have so many other giveaways to make during the stream. So let's give you an idea about what we have planned. We are first going to introduce you some of the new Panda-Verse products. Now I recommend you keep zoom in during this part because to win during the giveaway events, you will need to answer some questions about the products that we are going to introduce. After the first set of product introductions, we will start our first giveaway where you will have the chance to win 5 Panda status units, 5 Panda diaper filament trays, and 5 10th anniversary packs, which consists of a limited edition t-shirts, canvas bag, and keychain. Next, we are going to review the rest of our new Panda-Verse range of products. Again, pay attention because you will have another chance to answer some questions correctly and win more prizes in our second giveaway. During this giveaway, you will be able to win 3 Panda coolers, 3 Panda Hue OTGs, 4 Panda Branch Plus units, and 5 more anniversary packs. Finally, we will be announcing the names of winners of the grand prizes. As we announce each product, we will be also to releasing purchase links in the chat. If you jump on the links fast, then you will have a chance to snag some incredible deals with up to $50 off for those who get there first. We are really excited to get things going. So let's jump into our first product intro. Over to you, Luke.
Thanks very much. Guys, I did notice a couple of comments in the chat. There are 2 competitions, just to reiterate that. We've got the Gleam competition. So if you haven't entered that, hop onto our socials, go and find the entry links. You'll see them once you get to our socials. Enter that now because that's the competition that's going to put you in the running to win the grand prize of that P1S with all of these Panda-Verse products. It's huge. So jump into that now. Otherwise, we're going to have another 2 giveaways during this stream where you just got to answer a question correctly. There's a ton of stuff we're giving away, and you'll stand in line to win that. So that's the story with the giveaways, guys. Let's jump into our first product, and that is the Panda Station. Now, before I show you this first product, I just want to mention how we're going to structure this. We're going to do products that focus in on the PX and H series of machines first. Then we'll do our first giveaway. Then we're going to do products that focus in on the A series of machines after that. There is some overlap though, so don't think that just because it is in the first section, it's not applicable to the A series. We'll bring it up if it is. And the same is true for the products in the second section. Don't assume that they're not applicable to the PX and H series. Some of them are, and we'll let you know. That's the structure. Good. If you have questions about any product, shoot them off after we've done the demo. We're going to watch the chat and do our very best to answer them, just as Lexi is busy announcing the sales links for each product. So with that, let's look at the Panda Station. Rich, can you bring that into the shot for us, please, buddy?
Look at this big guy.
I know it's a beast, right? Panda Station is the storage and mounting solution for any serious makerspace. The inspiration for it actually came to us after we constantly found problems with a lot of the tables that we were using. There's some pretty cheap tables out there, but we found that they lack the storage space that we need
la scansia,
to prevent
secondo me,
tools and filament
potrebbe
clutter
essere
from
una
building
soluzione.
up.
Sono curioso di vedere i
And
prezzi.
they also were a little bit wobbly and shaky. And we wanted somewhere also where maybe if we had an extra AMS or two, we could also stash that. And if we wanted to move our printers around, we wanted to be able to do that without having to pick the thing up and carry it somewhere, because they're getting really heavy. Let's face it, the H series is a two-man job. And so we took all these requirements into consideration, and we carefully crafted them into a beautiful piece of storage engineering, the Panda Station. Let's have a look at a couple of pictures now. This is the Panda Station. So as you can see there, it is a rigid, solid metal frame that makes it up. There's 3 storage compartments. It's got an upper drawer and 2 lower drawers. Let's have a look at...
Sembra quasi che abbiano preso la scocca della P1P e ci hanno fatto un carrello.
Mhm.
Oh, meno male che non vanno male solo le loro live, va male anche le live, no, solo le mie, va male anche le loro.
Sorry guys, there were some connection issues. And Luke is back. All right, cool. Luke, you were offline a little bit.
All right, guys, so I'm just going to add a little bit of context here. I live in a little country at the tip of Africa called South Africa. And if you do any Googling on the internet situation in South Africa, Murphy's Law would have it that today we had a countrywide outage and no one knows why yet. There's probably some undersea cable cut that has cut us off. So it is coming and going. Please excuse me if I drop off for a second or two. I will be back a little bit later because I do have a backup. Anyway, what we're looking at is the Panda Station. This is the top drawer. And with it open, you can see that we've designed it to support Gridfinity prints. We've developed a number of prints already, which allow you to store some of the most popular tools and spares in there. Let's have a look at what it looks like with the door open. So now we've closed that top drawer. And you can see inside you've got storage space for filament rolls. You've got storage space for AMS units. If you want to store 2 AMS units in there, you can, top and bottom. So those lower drawers, they're large enough for a heap of filament and for AMS units. Now, to make sure that the unit always remains stable, what we did is we also included an automatic latching system. It only ever permits one drawer to be open at a time. As soon as you open one, the other is locked out. But as soon as you close that, the other is now opened up. We included also 4 leveling caster wheels at the base, and that allows you to move your printer, your whole setup around with ease. So once you get it into place, you just use a printable tool that we provide the files for to drop it down, and those leveling casters now sit on the floor with stable rubber feet. Absolute stability. Speaking of stability, Rich, do you want to give a little demonstration of just how stable this thing is?
Sure. So it's got rollers, and then I could jump on it. You know, it's fine. Actually, probably so each wheel is rated for 50 kilo. So this could fit two of me on there, and it'll still be fine.
Yeah.
So there's 4 wheels
it's a
in
robust
200 kilos. Yeah.
piece of equipment. And I mean, that wasn't even with the wheels lowered. That was with the wheels still raised. So yeah, it's a great piece of equipment.
So we have this tool here that you could just use to lower the wheels. You know, it's very quick. That was just one. It's already stable. If I do all of them, it'll be just solid.
All right, there you go.
You know, now it's really solid.
Yeah, you basically have to topple the thing over.
Yeah.
So, Rich, do you want to just give us a quick...
Anyways, so that's the station.
Do you want to just give us a quick demo of the back of it? Show us the routing port for the AMS cables and the PTFE tubes.
Sure. So yeah, so there's a port on the back that you could unplug, and then you can route your PTFE cable, your campus, I guess, AMS cable out of here directly to your printer. So you can store either a bunch of filament in there or 2 AMS units.
Yeah. And of course, in true Biqu style, we also threw in a little bit of RGB because, well, we love a makerspace that's not just functional, but also looks stylish. So if you look in the background, you'll notice there's a bit of RGB shining underneath some of the Panda stations, just to the back behind Lexi there. And yeah, that's a optional add-on kit that you can buy for this. And the cool thing about that RGB is it actually connects directly to your printer and displays the status of the machine that is mounted on top of the Panda station. You can set it to do that, or you can just set it to pulse and breathe according to colors that you like. The choice is up to you. So we've got 2 primary Panda stations that will be made available. You've got a cost-effective version that's called the Naked Panda Station that comes without panels and without lighting, internal lighting. And then you've got the Total Panda Station, right? That comes with internal lighting, white lighting that lights up the chamber as soon as you open the door, and all of the panels to make a nice sealed enclosure. Both sides of the Panda Station also have handy little mounting holes where you can screw in little DIY accessories, build plate holders, whatever it is that you want to put on the side. And we've got a bunch of pre-designed printable files that you can use to print things for the Panda Station. So as you can see, Rich, if we just move that out the shot, let's get Rich and Lexi maximized. You can see, Lex, behind you, it's compatible with the H2D and the H2S, as well as the A1, P1 series. Yeah, it's compatible with all of them. We've also got on the Panda Station, the standard Panda Station, not the Naked version, a little temperature and humidity display. So you can always make sure that your filaments are at the humidity that you want them to be at in their cozy little filament home down there. So with Panda Station, you get this incredibly stable, portable, convenient, stylish, compact, space-saving 3D printing station. It comes fully assembled, ready to go out the box. And we thought, you know what? Let's look at what other options
Tutto
there
bello,
are
ragazzi, stabile, resistente. Ci sono sì il discorso di mettere sia il seccatore sia il controllo di umidità, filamenti, metti dentro anche gli AMS, però ragazzi io voglio sapere il prezzo. Qua non sganciano il prezzo, adesso attendiamo a vedere se mi dicono il prezzo.
So let's go over and have a look. I'm going to bring up a few pics of some of the stuff that we found here. So this is, if we just maximize, yeah, there you go. Oh, I see that I've got mirroring on. Well, fortunately, the picture is irrelevant, but you're looking at a simple table there. It's a workbench, $479.99 with costers. That's what you're looking at. Let's look at another one. Here you have a another workbench, no costers this time, no drawers, and this is going for $365. Here you have sort of just your general, I guess, also it's a tool storage workbench. So now you've got drawers and you've got costers, great, and it's sealed, $399. So that's kind of what you're looking at for something like this if you were to try and buy it commercially. But what are we gonna get the Panda Station out into the market for? Remember, you're not just getting a flimsy, unstable table that sometimes these printers get mounted on. you're getting a really stable, pre-built, out the box, ready to go, rock solid product. Well, the naked Panda Station will retail for $299, and the Panda Station total with the internal lighting, the panels, the door, the temperature humidity sensor, and the integrated Panda branch and lighting controller will be $379. Both of them come with those adjustable casters on them that you drop down and you're sitting on rubber feet, and both of them are fully supporting of the H, X, P, and A series machines. There's also an RGB upgrade kit, which will be available through the same purchase link. And you'll be able to see what the cost of that is on the purchase link. If you want a chance to grab either the naked Panda Station or the Panda Station with up to $50 off the price, then Lexi is about to explain how you can do that.
Yes, we have just posted the discount codes and the purchase links in the comments. The discount will work on our official website, AliExpress, and Amazon. The quantity is limited though, so grab it quick for up to $50 off. Don't miss out on this great discount. Remember, you can purchase the Panda Station or the naked Panda Station version, which both come fully assembled. Just click the link and paste your discount code.
So yeah, I hear there's a bit of an echo. What I'm going to do is when I'm talking, I'm just going to mute the other mic. Let's see if this solves it. If you could just comment in the chat. Is the echo gone now? And by the way, the link's in the chat, so check it out. Whoa, guys, let me mute you again. Okay, the echo's gone, right, when they're muted. Okay, perfect. I'm seeing some saying yes and some saying not gone. All right, I'm going to assume that it is gone, which is great news. So what I'm going to do from now on is, sorry, we couldn't hear the echo for some crazy reason, but it seems that people tuning in can. So during our testing, we didn't pick that up. Thanks for letting us know. I'm going to mute them whenever I'm talking and unmute them whenever it's time to cross over. It might take us a little while. Please bear with us. Good. All right, so you got the links there, guys. The coupons are being pasted. Remember, $50 off the Panda Station, $30 off the naked Panda Station. The way that the coupons work, all you got to do is take the code, paste it into the purchase link, and there's purchase links for Ali, for Shopify, our official site, and for Amazon. And if you're buying off Amazon, it's already in the US. If you're buying even off our Shopify official site and you're in the US, it's already there. So short shipping times, comes fully assembled out the box. You drop it down, you're good to go. And if you use those coupons, you get a pretty sweet discount off it as well. If you have any questions while those links are being pasted, pop them in the comments right now, and we will do our best to answer them. Taobao, I am not sure about Taobao. But I tell you what, our social team will do our best to answer you. 10th anniversary shirts, we actually didn't have a plan to sell them. However, if you were coming to 3D Printopia in Maryland in 2 weeks, Bel Air, we will be there and we'll be giving out the shirts. And all you have to do is show your beautiful faces. So come along, visit us at 3D Printopia. You'll get a chance to grab one of those shirts. And if you like them, you might even list them on the store as well. So we've got someone saying that the $50 code did not work. Again, just make sure that you use Station 50 on the Panda Station and that you use the $30 code Station 30 on the...
Allora, sì, dai, alla fine sono dei bei prodottini, però costano veramente un po' troppo, se vogliamo diciamo che sono veramente interessanti, a me avrebbero risolto parte dello spazio, però ragazzi, cioè, se il naked, ovvero il carrellino, solo carrellino, costa $250, no, 250 euro. Se vogliamo il Panda Station invece siamo sui $322, euro, scusa, adesso sto continuando a dire dollari, ma poi invece per quanto riguarda il kit, perché volendo te lo fanno prendere il kit a parte, sono Panda Station Lite, Panda Station Enclosure, sono 100 euro. Poi dopo ti devi prendere il carrellino, quindi si arriva sempre a 300 euro. Insomma, di base c'è che Panda Station Deluxe, che prevede praticamente tutto un botto di roba, sono 570 euro. E quando dico un botto di roba, significa le luci LED, i cassetti aggiuntivi, porta MS da mettere sopra la stampante, tutto il carrellino appunto con umidità controllate, eccetera, eccetera. Però insomma, di base, ecco, mi aspettavo, non che mi aspettassi di chissà qualcosa meno, però ecco, diciamo che 300 euro, considerato che ne ho 3, sono 369, spendere 1000 euro in carrellini, probabilmente, non lo so, non lo so. Per ora no. Spero che copino, in tanti copino l'idea di Bigtreetech e facciano cioè dei prezzi competitivi, perché a questo punto 322 euro per appunto un carrello che, per carità, poi dopo tiene gli AMS, tiene i filamenti, insomma è fatto bene, è stabile, cioè nel senso c'è un cassetto per gli attrezzi, diventa effettivamente che poi sei indipendente, nel senso che comunque con quel carrellino fai tutto. Però ecco, forse per avessi solo una stampante, sì, 322 euro sarebbe più o meno come comprare un carrello di quelli professionali, ma avendone tre e volendo risolvere il discorso che col carrellino li spostavo dove volevo e un po' modulavo lo spazio qua interno, mi sa tanto che rimango con la mia bellissima scansia.
Waste. If you look at the picture for the A series machines, the guides simply clip into the side of the Panda Den, and then it clips into the side, and then the waste is directed straight into the filament or waste bin that we call it, which is the drawer. For the PNX series machines, we found that most existing solutions, they used a chute that has a bend in it. So what would happen is sometimes, because there are layer lines with every single print, sometimes the waste would stick to that bend and get caught on it, and the chute would end up clogging up. And so to make sure that the den doesn't suffer from this flaw, we designed a waste chute that allows waste to fall freely, directly from the machine and into the waste bin. So let's show you that waste chute. I believe I should have a picture of that somewhere here. Unfortunately, I don't. Richard will show you a demonstration of that. So that waste chute falls directly into the rear of the machine. We have intentionally oversized the opening that the waste chute goes into, so that even if you misalign it, falling waste will never catch on the side of the Panda Den and cause it to build up. There are no bends and curves in the waste chute. It falls directly from the machine using gravity and just the momentum of the falling waste to go directly into the filament bin. We also included a beautiful little incline into the filament bin that catapults it forward so that your waste doesn't end up building up in a big pile at the back and then clogging things up. It all jumps to the front and fills up the bin really nicely. All of the magnets, the parts needed to put the waste chute on the back of your printer, and all of the hardware needed to fix things, such as printable build plate holders to the Panda Den, are included. You'll also notice when Richard does a little demo that we've included a metal external filament spool holder mount that allows you to mount your external spools to the side of the Panda Den, so that you can easily access them just by reaching down the side of the machine. There are also mounting holes on the side of the Panda Den, which provide room to screw on a printable build plate holder.
Allora, di base,
And
con
we've
questi
already
prodottini
designed
qua
that. The files are available.
hanno un
You
po'
can grab them right now.
rivoluzionato il discorso organizzazione del lab, eccetera. Però, insomma, i prezzi, ragazzi, mi spaventano un po'. Però di base, insomma, il prodottino è buono. Ecco, chi ha una stampante sola e vuole organizzarsi il proprio posto di lavoro in una maniera efficace, questo è veramente giusto. Cioè, è una soluzione giusta. Loro sono bravi, Biqu e Bigtreetech sono bravi a fare prodotti per bambù. Però il prezzo ancora adesso, quel carrellino che interessava a me, il coperto, quindi con i vari sensori di filamento, eccetera, cioè filamento di umidità, eccetera, per i filamenti, 322 euro. Rimane un po' proibitivo. Dovrei farlo uno ogni anno. Allora uno ogni anno va bene. No, è che quando poi, volendo liberare la scrivania, cioè la scansia, quando libero la scansia, libero. Quindi non potendone prenderne 3 in stecca, diventa che insomma, però insomma, come prodotti veramente possono dare una mano a chi ha poco spazio e in poco spazio avere tutto, perché stoccaggio filamenti, AMS, attrezzi e stampante che si sposta sopra a un carrellino bello stabile è veramente una soluzione. Peccato un po' il prezzo, secondo me potevano azzardare a fare un prezzo un po' più accattivante, però parlo da non voler spendere, però insomma 322 euro per un carrellino, sì, è in linea con tanti altri carrelli online, però non lo so, a questo punto me lo prendo della beta.
So if you have a number of other accessories that you want to power, Panda branch in the Panda Den, neat and clean installation. If you want to light up the base of the Panda Den, give it some style, or even have it reflect the status of the printer, you can pop the RGB controller board in the rear of the Panda Den, and then there's a little RGB strip that goes around the base, and it looks absolutely great. So let's just go over to Richard now, and he is going to show us the Panda Den in action. Rich, over to you, buddy.
So over here, we have the complete assembly of, the station plus the den plus the Panda-Perch, which Luke hasn't talked about yet, but we'll get to that. But so because we have all the wires, power cable connected on the back, I can't actually move this, but I have an extra Panda Den that I'll wheel onto the Panda station and show you. Yeah, so this is the Panda Den. So this ring of RGB or the strip is what Luke was talking about, the under light. And then there's 2 ports on top of the Panda Den. So the one on the side is for the A1s, where the poop shoots from the side, and then there's one on the back for the P1S and the X1. So the Panda Den is only compatible for now with the PNX series, and it's all sheet metal and sturdy. And there's we have a damper that you can mount here that kind of dampens the movement of the printer so that improves the print quality.
Well, it's currently compatible with PX and A for filament capture or for waste capture. And if you flip that around, Rich.
Yeah. Yeah. So this
there
is
at the back. Well, there at the back, you can see the opening for where you would be able to mount your Panda branch and your RGB controller. Now that comes sealed. This is just a demo unit at our R&D facility. So we've got it open there. That comes sealed. And there's an alternate panel where it has the openings for the Panda branch and the RGB controller. So that is the Panda Den. So, Rich, does our den over there, there you can see it. Yeah. So if you look at the shot, you'll notice that the den is currently displaying a beautiful purple hue underneath it. That's the one that we've got the A1 sitting on. You'll also notice it's got build plates fixed to the side. So that's using our printable build plate holder. And Rich, do you want to just open up that drawer and show the trapdoor how that works? So just bring it forward so that the people can see it. I can see in the comments here, they want to see it a little bit more close up. So let's just bring that forward if we can. Bring it even more forward. Bring it, bring it, bring it, bring it. There you go. Okay. Okay, a little bit back so we have it in the shot. Gotcha. Excellent. Now let's just see that trapdoor. All right, great. So there you can see the trapdoor at the front, and let's just have a look at the sides of it where we can mount everything. All right, so there's mounting holes on the sides where you simply just screw in the printable build plate holders or whatever it is, whatever else it is that people design for this. So that is the Panda Den. Now,
Rimangono dei prodotti di qualità, perché comunque se vedete, cioè, la scocca è tutta in metallo, ci sono tutti gli spazi per raccogliere il filamento, insomma, veramente in 10 anni questa azienda ha fatto veramente delle gran cose. Partendo da dove erano partiti con i vari driver eccetera per silenziare le nostre stampanti di allora che facevano un casino esagerato soprattutto nelle ore notturne, oggi ci danno la possibilità di ottimizzare in poco una scrivania. Cioè, adesso mi immagino uno che ha una stampante e ha poco spazio, se lo piazza su quel carrellino lì, nell'area, nel perimetro, diciamo, della propria stampante, arriva ad avere un bel... cioè tutto quello che serve. Manca solo il supporto per il computer e poi praticamente su quel carrellino lì ci sta tutto.
We are going to do this the same way that we did with the Panda Station. You'll notice some links appearing in the comment section shortly, as well as some discount. And the codes will apply to our official website, Amazon, and or our AliExpress store. Just paste the code into the coupon section and the $20 discount will be applied. Be quick though, because we only have a handful of codes available for each platform. First come, first served.
So just some comments. Remember, guys, whenever Lexi is announcing the links, I will try to answer questions that I see popping up in the stream, and so will Rich. One of the questions that we're getting asked quite a bit, is this compatible with the H2D? Remember, no, the Den, unlike the Station, which is compatible with the H series, the Den is currently only compatible with the P, X, and A series. That's the full size A1 as well as the A1 Mini. However, there is most certainly an H series Den in development, and that will be available soon. So keep your eyes peeled. It is coming. Right. I've seen a couple comments saying that guys in the USA are struggling to order for delivery to the US warehouse. If I understand correctly, we do have a limited quantity available in US warehouses. So if you are having problems, it could be that they have sold out and we're going to need to wait for them to restock. Otherwise, what we will do is just ask our sales agents to please make sure that those links are working 100% correctly for orders from the US warehouse. If you've been able to successfully order and you're in the US, give us a shout out in the comments just so that we know that it is working for you. Also, just remember, shout out any comments, any questions. Yeah, so I see they're saying pre-order. It is possible that people have somehow already found the links and ordered them. That is a possibility, guys. It's difficult for us to prevent that from happening. But yeah, it is possible they found the links
and they have ordered them. Questions, VVD, will we have an update? Not during this stream, but in 2 weeks at Maryland, at 3D Printopia, there will be a big VVD update, a very exciting one. So stick around for that. We'll be streaming live with, we'll be streaming live with Joel Telling just prior to that. But we'll be doing a big giveaway at 3D Printopia with Joel Telling and doing a little bit of a VVD update while we're there too. So what about vibrations during printing? Is it still possible to use the anti-vibration legs? I'm not too sure what legs you're speaking about, Mohammed, but these feet on the Panda Den are already anti-vibration, and the printer sits on top of the Panda Den with whatever feet it already ships with. So in effect, you have 2 layers of damping between the surface that the Den is mounted on and the printer. So yeah, lots of anti-vibration going on there. Do they ship to South Africa? Yes, via the Shopify official website. They will ship to South Africa. Is the Panda Breath being released today? It absolutely is. Stick around. We will release links for that. If you are unable to place an order, guys, please note that there is a certain amount of time that it takes for these things. They sit on ships and then they get to the destinations. Some of the ships have already arrived in the US. There is stock in some of the parts of the EU. There may not be in the warehouses there, but check if you can order for delivery to your particular location off AliExpress or perhaps off our official website. And that might be another avenue aside from the standard Amazon website that would result in there being stock available for your particular location. All right, so let us push ahead because, guys, we really have a whole ton that we want to show you. So next up, we are going to deal with a product known as the Panda diaper. Right, now this is a bit of an odd product name, but let's face it, like people have like affectionately dubbed the waste that comes out of these filament, out of these printers as poop. So it only seems fair to call the thing that catches that waste and allows you to easily pull it out of the base of the printer, the Panda diaper. Now, in theory, all of these little balls should not go down and fall into the base of the printer, right? But in reality, we've all had these machines, and we know that you print for long enough, and very soon the base of your printer starts looking like a mess. It's got dust, it's got little purge balls, it's got little strips that might have come off, maybe little bits of stringing that have happened. And getting that out can be really difficult because there's a lip on the printer, and you've got to try and reach in there, and you can never quite get all of it. And so enter the Panda diaper. Now, this is a silicon mat that sits at the base of the machine and allows you to really easily just capture all of that poop and scoop it out. So here I have one, and let's have a quick look. We'll unbox it quickly and see what it looks like. Right, beautiful little silicon mat. Out it comes. And this is for the P and X series. There will be another one that is also for the H series. And you can see it's custom cut so that when you install it, it fits perfectly around the existing lead screws and everything else that is inside the printer. And that will then capture all of those waste scraps that fall down there. You want to get rid of them, you grab it, you pick it up, you toss those waste scraps into a trash can, you pop it back in the machine, and you are good to go. There is your Panda diaper. Extremely easy to use. This is actually the way that you are meant to put it in. I had it upside down just now, so it would go in this way. It's got little handles up here to make grabbing it super easy. Pick it up, take it out, dispose, pop it back in. That easy. Fantastic little product. Stick around. We've got a version coming in about 8 weeks for the H series. Richard, do you perhaps have one over there that's installed into the P1S? Maybe you could show the viewers just how easy it is to take it out and pop it back in.
Yep. So on this P1S over here, we have a Panda diaper in it. Yeah. So I don't. Can you see it from the camera? There's,
Yeah.
like film and strand is like, yeah. So it's very easy. You just come. Yeah, I'll stand on this side. So you just come in, take it off, and then there's, I guess, all of your scraps, and you just dump it, and then put it back. It's very easy.
Okay, that looks super easy and convenient. And,
Done.
Yeah, and it's great. This will be going to for $21.99, and we have a discount code that will give you $10 off. The code is valid for 30 purchase, so if you act quick, you will have a good chance of snagging one at a discount. The links and discount will be in the comments shortly, and if you have any questions, Luke will spend a minute answering them.
All right, so we've got some feedback as well from people just letting us know that the US links are indeed working. Someone just ordered 3 Panda stations off the Ali link for delivery to the US, no problems. So glad to hear. If you're having problems, try again. Maybe there was a lag in the platforms that was resulting in the links not being active immediately. Give them a go. Otherwise, it could be that the warehouse stock has sold out. We are sorry for that. We are working full time to get things restocked. We have been crazy hard at work developing all these products, getting them manufactured and getting them out to the warehouse. We really are sorry if you don't get something that you were looking forward to tonight or this afternoon or this morning, wherever it is for you. And we are going to try and get them stocked up at warehouses as soon as possible. So great discount on the Panda diaper. Let me know if you have any questions. Shopify to the US with the $50 coupon, and it still worked. He's just posted that. Good for you, buddy. So it looks as if the coupons for Shopify in the US are still active. Check it out for the Den as well. Probably still a few active. Give it a go, guys. Someone asked earlier, will there be a full pack that gets you kind of like the station, the Den, the perch, the RGB pack with it? And the answer to that is yes. We are going to have a Panda Suite Deluxe where you can order the whole lot. The pricing for that, we will announce when we release it. But for now, we are going to have individual links for each one of the parts. If you are buying multiple things from the stream today, can you combine them? I tell you what, I believe that we may be able to help you out with that. What I'd like you to do if you have bought multiple things, please, there is the Biqu website. There is a ticketing system in the help section there. Go and open a ticket. In the subject of the ticket, make it something that's obvious that we can track down. So combined orders from Livestream. And we'll search for that. And then tomorrow we'll search through those and see if we can bundle them together and get them shipped out with just one or at least a reduced shipping fee. Not guaranteeing that you will be able to, but we'll do our best. But please pop us a ticket over that system and we'll do our best to get you sorted. Will the Panda Den work with the Under Armour with the wheels on? That's a very good question. I see no reason why it wouldn't. However, I'm going to pose the question that Ryan Reynolds in his meme posed, but why? Why would you want an Under Armour on a Den? when the Under Armour is designed to make the printer portable, but the den is beneath the printer. Maybe you mean, can you put the wheels on the den? I'm guessing. If that is the question, then I do not think that the Under Armour has been designed to support the wheels from, or the den has been designed to support the wheels from the Under Armour. However, I can double check on that and get back to you. Let's ask Rich. Rich, do you want to weigh in on that, buddy? Does the den support the wheels from the Under Armour?
Currently, no. The den doesn't support the Under Armour wheels, but I'm sure we can make access caster wheels to the Panda den. So thanks for the suggestion.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Currently, no, but you know what? It's just a matter of machining a couple of holes and welding in some supports. So maybe we'll have a den 1.1. We'll give it that ability for those who want to buy the extra caster wheels and put them on the base of the Panda den. Good suggestion. Thanks for that.
Vi ricordo che andrò poi a installare i Panda Status che mi sono arrivati. Andrò a installare sulle mie P1S, P1P, chiamate come volete, comunque, che appunto farò nelle prossime live che farò in settimana o nel pomeriggio, comunque, come le solite live che sto cercando di organizzare pian piano. Ho 2 Panda Status appunto da installare. Sono un po' triste perché puntavo molto su un prezzo competitivo per quanto riguarda i carrellini, ma 1.000 euro per mettere sopra le mie stampanti non ce li ho attualmente, quindi pazienza, lascerò la mia scansia e pace. Però come prodotto per chi ha una stampante potrebbe diventare interessante a 322 euro.
Which consists of belt, motor and pulleys from any accidental damage if you were to ever move your machine around. So let's unbox it and see what it looks like. Here you go. Here's an Under Armour. This is the Under Armour that is designed for the P and X series printers. And there is also one available for the H series printers. That's what it looks like. And here, I hope in the image you'll be able to see here that you can mount caster wheels to it. That was the question that was given for the Panda den earlier. So you've got these drop-down caster wheels, the same ones that are mounted onto the Panda station. You can mount these onto your Under Armour, and now you've got a printer that is suddenly portable. You can move it around without worrying about accidental damage as you're moving it. Maybe you go over something, it's not going to catch in the motion system. And also what we've done is we've added a really convenient little Panda branch mounting space on the underside of the Under Armour here. So if you have a Panda branch, you want to connect to a bunch of accessories, you've got the option to do that too. So this is the Under Armour. This is the optional caster wheel kit. And it gives you the ability to just move your printer around really, really easily with protection underneath it. Versions are currently available for the P, X, and H series of machines. So let's go over to Richard. He's going to give us a very quick demo of it in action. Richard, over to you, buddy.
Okay, that is pretty cool. Okay, Richard, how you were able to move such a heavy machine?
Yeah, so this is the H2D version. It's got the same caster wheel that's on the Panda station.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So same thing. You can just use that tool to drop it down.
Yep. Yeah. So here's the. This is available on MakerWorld, by the way. If you want to download this and just print it. So it's on our. I think our account is.
Allora, hanno fatto anche sto carrellino qua basso, che è solo la base con le ruote, che potrebbe essere una soluzione. Tra l'altro sì, la possibilità di metterci dentro filamenti SMS, cioè AMS, avere anche il discorso del cassetto con gli attrezzi. Però adesso andrò poi a vedere bene bene il prezzo anche di questo. La scomodità di questo carrellino è che appunto è rende la stampante tutta bassa, però insomma vabbè. È da valutare, è da valutare. Di base c'è che sì, anche questo è una soluzione per chi ha poco spazio, non devi per forza comprare una scrivania. La soluzione è quella appunto che ti porta un po' più in alto le stampanti, sarebbe la meglio, però ad oggi 320 euro, ripeto. Adesso andrò a vedere poi cosa costa questo carrellino qua, che poi alla fine è solo una lamiera con 4 ruote. Vediamo e facciamoci due conti, dopo poi insomma. Però interessante anche questa, non avevo capito che c'era anche questa versione, però nel sistema di dire modulo le stampanti nello spazio in base a come mi servono, potrebbe essere una soluzione. Insomma, sto parlando appunto sempre per discorso di come sto mettendo io giù il laboratorio, come vorrei metterlo, ottimizzarlo un po', però di base potrei rimanere con la mia scansia.
So this is very suitable for someone like me who doesn't have enough strength to just move the printer like this around. And this is really a convenient product. Well, you can also have your chance to grab an Under Armour now. We are going to post the listing link in the chat, and then you will have about 1 minute to shoot off any questions while we answer them. Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah,
so I'm just watching the chat. So Under Armour for H2D, guys, you're going to be able to pick that one up for 109 US. And let's just double check. That is with the wheels. That is the set with the wheels. And Rich, do you have the price for the PNX? Because that's already available on the website, right?
Yeah, that was launched last month. So both of them is up live on the link already.
Excellent. So shoot your questions off, and we'll do our best to answer them. What is that tab coming off the right side of the Panda Under Armour on the H2D? Is it magnetic? I'm guessing you're talking about the Panda Under Armour. Yeah, it's metal. It's magnetic. It's steel. Panda Rocket Armor. We'll work on that.
No, so that was for the emergency brake for the laser machine. So if you have a H2D with the laser, that's where the can you see it? Yeah. So this is where the emergency like button thing will sit.
Good. Guys, there are so many questions, but there are also so many products to get through. And we have a giveaway to get to as well. So I'd love to answer all your questions. But I'm going to have to move on here because we've got to get to that giveaway. Good. Yes, Andrew, I'm a South African. I presume you're suffering with the internet outages today. So if I disappear for a little bit, you'll know why. Right. Let's move on to the next one. And this is the Panda perch that we are going to be discussing. And to do that, we are actually going to maximize Richard and Lexi because it's better if we demonstrate the Panda perch with them in the shot. Good. So now let's look at the Panda perch fully assembled. You're looking at it there. Richard is showing it to you. It is a really convenient mount for AMS units above, and in the case of the H series machines, on the sides of the printer. There's a version for the P and the X series machines, as well as a version, as I've just mentioned, for the H series machines. Now, each Panda perch can be configured to store either 1 or 2 AMS units. And as you can see, the H series version also has an optional add-on kit that adds drop-down mounts onto the sides that can store up to 4 AMS HT units. It has hexagonal holes on the sides that allow you to clip in printable tool holders and build plate holders which we will provide design files for. It also has printable lid holders that allow you to remove the printer lid and then store it just underneath the AMS units. We're also working on a printable design file that will allow you to channel the printer waste on an H series unit and channel it into one of those side-mounted AMS HT holders so that it's easy to access and dispose of. The whole Panda-Verse is made from CNC'd aluminium, which makes it strong and lightweight. And the H series even has an optional LED light strip that can be used to brighten up your prints or just add some mood lighting because it is RGB. So as a group, the Panda Station, Den, and Perch all work together to give you the ultimate printer mounting and storage solution. But you can also use each one of them separately, independent of each other, just depending on what your needs are. So Lexi, let's hand over to you, and you can give the sales links out for the Panda-Verse. If you have any questions, give me a shout in the comments and I'll do my best to answer them.
Okay, so guys, please keep your eyes on the comment section. You can pick up a Panda-Verse for the X and P series machine for $99, and the H series machine version will be released later. And you can subscribe the link to get notified. If you have any question about the Panda-Verse, please feel free to shoot them off and Luke will answer them.
All right, so I am not seeing any questions for the Perch. There is a question here about a full PCB replacement for the P1S to make it Clipper compatible. What can I say about that right now? See you at Formnext in November. Any other questions about the Panda-Verse? Let's see what we got here. What's the yellow light on top of the P1S front top? That is called the Panda alarm, and we are going to get to that. Breath already sold out. Breath is not available yet. So if you're trying to buy it, it's because we haven't activated the link because we haven't got there. Is there a code for the Perch? The Perch, I do not believe, comes with a code in this particular instance. Lexi, how many filament rolls can you bench? The way that I say Perch sounds like purge. Guys, I am South African. You'll have to forgive me. My accent is a blend of many that have combined. Good. Okay. I'm not seeing any questions. So guys, we're going to move on to the next product. Can you put the top glass on the Perch for better PLA prints? Absolutely. As I mentioned, it's got those hexagonal cutouts. If I am not mistaken, Kevin, K2, has designed a bunch of really cool add-ons for the sides that clip into the Panda-Verse. You can store tools and build plates, a bunch of other really cool things. And one of those cool little add-ons that fits into the hexagonal things, you can see Richard's just removed the top plate, the lid of the P1S, and slid it in there. So yeah, you just print whatever you want and you clip it into those hexagonal slots. They're all available on MakerWorld, and you can use that Perch for additional tool storage, build plates, etc. And yeah, like I say, K2 Kev, he's the one that's designed a whole bunch of them. So thanks for that, Kev. Right. So let's see. Right, guys, no other questions. So we are going to move on to the next product reveal. That is going to be hopefully a quick and easy one because we want to get to that giveaway. So that is the Panda feed rack. And Rich, I'm going to hand over to you because I don't have one in the shot here. I do have one, but it's out of the shot. Rich, over to you. If you just want to walk over to the feed rack and explain it, go for it, buddy.
So on the back here, I don't know if you can see it. There's a rack full of filaments. This is what 2, 4, 6, 8 times 6 or 5. So that is 40 kilos of filament. I'm not going to move it, but yeah. So this is 5 tiers of storage for filaments, and you can fit like 40 spools on it. So, yep.
So I told you it was going to be a quick and easy one, guys. It is a filament storage rack. It's got a carbon steel frame. It makes it robust and durable. It even supports some of those small little 250-gram roll sizes that you get in sample sizes. Yeah, it's ships really small, so it's nice and compact. You're not going to pay a ton for shipping. 5 tiers, 40 rolls of filament, super strong carbon steel frame, and it just allows you in cramped spaces to have a nice narrow footprint that takes advantage of the vertical space available to you to store your filament rolls. Stores rolls or boxes. So if you have stuff that's still in the box, you can pop it on there diagonally. It fits perfectly in there. That is the Panda feed rack. Lexi, do you want to just announce the links, and then we can move on to the next one?
All right, guys, check out the chat section for the sales link for the Panda feed rack. You can pick up from our official store, Amazon or AliExpress. Richard and Luke will spend a minute answering any question that you may have before we move on.
So give us a shout if you have any questions. I am seeing a lot of links. Dry, humid climate, it is nice. You are right. I live in a place called Durban, where basically you drink the air. However, I do a lot of 3D printing, and so the solution to that is I have a dehumidifier running in my main printing room 24/7. And that's the only way that I can actually store filament outside. And the reality is, sometimes you just have too much filament to pack it all into sealed containers. So you need to make a solution that works on a room-wide basis. So yeah, if you're in a really humid environment, do what I do. And I live 150 meters away from the ocean. So I can guarantee you this works. Get a dehumidifier, put it in your room, leave it always on, and then you can store your filaments on a rack without worry. It will work.
La funzione, diciamo, di essiccatore ce l'ha solo il carrello. Il rack invece è libero, non è chiuso.
When feeding filament, the angle of the pull is not good. Yes and no. Stick around. We'll get there. We'll get there. Guys, filament feed rack, we're not going to spend too long on these questions. Let's move it on because we have a ton to get through. We're now going to go on to the Panda status. All right. Panda status. Here it is. This product has already been released, but the response from people has been so incredible that we figured we're just going to give it an honorary shout out in our 10th anniversary stream. Let's go to the overhead cam and have a look. Here it is. Panda status. What is it? Well, it is essentially an RGB LED strip that mounts to the front of a P, X, or A series. Let's get that satisfying feeling. There you are. To the front of a P, X, or A series machine. And it will show you the status of your machine by connecting wirelessly to it and then updating the color or pattern on the front of it according to the printer state. Now, because it gets the state wirelessly, we've even found some users that have designed some really cool mounts and installed entire arrays of these things in another room so that they can monitor the status of their printers just by looking at these things mounted in these arrays. Again, shout out to you, K2 Kevin, for that great design. I did catch that one on Twitter when you posted it. So you can actually get a bunch of these things, pop them in an array, put them in another room, and just glance at it and tell what each one of your printers are doing. It's made out of a high temperature injection molded housing, so you don't need to be worried about mounting it on your heat bed. It gets power from the printer itself.
Ecco, questo qua ragazzi è il prodottino che è il Panda Station Status, scusate, il Panda Status che andrò a installare nelle mie P1P. Questo ce li ho già, ce l'ho già qua in laboratorio, dovrò solo trovare il tempo per mettermi lì, smontare qualche parte, smontare, insomma no, devo stampare il pezzettino che poi serve per installarlo, perché va stampato un pezzettino, e poi una volta che ho installato, cioè l'ho stampato anche il secondo pezzo, parto con una live al pomeriggio e andrò a installare il Panda Status in entrambi le due P1P. La cosa che non mi piace di questo Panda Status è che va a coprire la sigla appunto del piatto, il 256x256x256, ma non è un problema. Mi piace fare anche qui nelle P1P la LED, la Panda LED, cioè la Panda Status che è la barra LED, scusate.
Yeah, so currently on the printer, it's in sleeping mode. So one of the features for the Panda status is after it's finished printing and it's just sitting there for God knows how many hours, it'll turn itself off and try to save power. So to activate it, you just need to start print, which I'm going to try to do right now. All right, there you go. So you see the bed moving, it's going down, and then the status is sliding up. So currently it's in the H2D mode. It'll show the different status that the printer is going through. For example, like preparing, downloading, printing, or like if there's an error, it'll go flashing red. And all this is configured via a very simple web UI that you can control from either a PC or your phone or anywhere that you can use a browser. And we're also having a app that's coming in the near future that you can use to control it remotely from like anywhere in the world, as long as you have an internet connection.
Just want to answer a couple of questions before we get over to Lexi. Does it work with the current firmware? Yes, everything that we're demoing in this live stream absolutely works with the current firmware. Why? Because everything only reads from the printer, not writes to it. So Bamboo haven't added a lockout to the ability to read from the printer. So these products simply read data from the printer and understand what the status of it is. And yeah, they're fully compatible with all the latest and current firmware. No problem at all. What else? Someone asked, does it work with the A1? Yes, it does, just not the A1 Mini. Of course, the Mini has a much smaller bed, so you won't be able to mount this to the bed. If you want to mount it separately, yeah, it's going to work with the A1 Mini. It can still connect to the printer. It's just not going to fit onto the bed. I hope that answers your questions. Lexi, over to you.
Okay. So if you would like to grab your own Panda status, then check out the links that will be in the chat section shortly. This just go for $22.99. So if you have more questions about it, just roll it up and I will handle to Richard and look for answering them.
All right, so any questions, guys? Shoot them off. But we are gonna ramp the pace up a bit. We do have so much to get through. So I'm just gonna wait like 20 seconds here. Have a look. Someone said it can be in another room off the printer. Absolutely, it connects to the printer wirelessly. All you need to do is power it up. You can, I mean, yeah, K2 Kevin's got a bunch of them in another room, and I guess he's got like a little mount printed where it might have the name of the printer next to the status so that he can just glance up, look at the status, go, okay, cool. It's that far through the print, or it's flashing red. There's been a problem, and he knows. He knows what's going on with all of his printers just at a quick glance. So it's a pretty neat little product if that's what you want to use it for.
I saw someone asking if it's compatible with Clipper. So this RGB light is just standard RGB, so you can just connect it up to a mainboard and then use any G-code macro you want to control it.
Yep, that's it. So you could. There you go. Is the Panda status supposed to be slightly curved? It depends on which direction it's curved on and if you sat on it. I mean, no, it's not meant to be curved like that. So you got to check maybe there's a bit of shipping damage involved there. Good, guys. So let's move on. I don't see any other questions popping in about the status. I hope I've caught all the other ones. How strong is the glue on the Panda status? You do need to make sure it ships. Actually, I've put the box down already, but it does ship with an alcohol wipe. You cannot just stick it on the front of the printer, right? We've got grease on our fingers. We touch the front of the printer, then we're going to stick something on. The adhesive is just going to come loose. The alcohol wipe is there so that you give it a good wipe down, remove all of that grease, then you stick it on, and it's a 3M strip. It should stick like crazy and not come off if you follow that direction. How to activate sleep mode on the status. There is a wiki for it. Go and check it out. It'll tell you everything there is to know about how to operate it. Again, there'll be an app that you'll be able to use it through very shortly. We're almost reaching the end of that app development now. But there's also a beautiful web UI. You just hop on through the web UI and you can control all the settings through there. It's really, really easy. Good. So now we're going to showcase that product that many people have been excited about. And that is the Panda-Breath. It is a chamber heater. But before we showcase it, we want to let you know that we are only opening the links up for pre-order at the moment, because shipping will begin in October. So the Panda-Breath, unlike the other products that are available right now, it is a pre-order product. Shipping will begin in October.
Okay.
Now,
hey Luke, I'm gonna break you off a little bit. So this is not pre-sale. We're just collecting a subscription from users. So the final price isn't out yet. So we don't have any stock for pre-sale in the link. It's just a subscription page where you can sign up to get notified if this goes into pre-sale or release.
all right, so correction there. Sorry about that. You can sign up for the pre-sale notification, not necessarily the pre-sale itself. So Panda-Breath, we know that we could have called it the Panda Sauna, but at the time, Panda-Breath felt like a good idea, and so we ran with it. But you still get the point about what it does. It is compatible with all printers. People were saying, guys, don't you do stuff for Clipper? Yeah, we do. Here it is. It's a chamber heater, and it's really cool. It's compatible with all printers. Bamboo, Clipper, Marlin, RRF, works with them all because we put manual controls on the front of it. For Bamboo Lab printers, the Panda-Breath will connect to the printer via Wi-Fi, and it monitors the bed temperature and the printing state. Once it sees that the printer is in a state that it's printing with a bed temperature that indicates that the user is using engineering filament, it automatically turns on and starts to heat the chamber to an appropriate temperature that corresponds to the temperature that you've set the bed at. So that is how the Panda-Breath works when combined with a Bamboo printer. Currently, Clipper printers support manual activation via the control buttons and via the web UI, but we are right now working on firmware that will come in a future update that allows it to integrate directly into Clipper and also activate in a similar way, or activate via the G code that you set the chamber heater to print at. So that full integration is coming. As we mentioned earlier, Panda-Breath supports web UI control, direct integration with the printer, or just button control directly on the front of the Panda-Breath. And that gives you the ability to monitor and control it locally with just a touch on the buttons or remotely, wherever you are. It's also got a 2-in-1 air filter. It features a HEPA plus a carbon filter arrangement So it actively sucks in the chamber air, filters out the impurities, and then blows out the heated, cleaned air. That air can also be used to dry many rolls of filament at the same time within the sealed chamber. It's also pretty quiet. So when the door is sealed and it's busy running, it really isn't going to be any louder than the printer running by itself. From a safety standpoint, we've really taken it to the next level with the Panda-Breath. The powdered coated metal enclosure is earthed through the power input, and all heating elements are concealed behind grids to prevent accidental touch. It also features dual hardware and software-based thermal protection to ensure that it can never thermally run away. And we have thoroughly tested it in a multitude of printers to ensure that it keeps the temperature below the safe threshold for the P1S and the X1C, while still heating it to a point that greatly benefits prints that warp easily. So say goodbye to warping and split print.
Questo Panda-Breath, che sono a quanto pare 3 estrusori con calamita da mettere all'interno, appunto al fianco delle stampanti P1P eccetera, potrebbe essere una soluzione valida per altre stampanti, secondo me. Non so quanto effettivamente possa essere una buona soluzione, però effettivamente qualcuno faceva notare che questo Panda-Breath potrebbe essere utile per solo filamenti PLA, ma non quelli che hanno bisogno comunque non so, di un altro trattamento, però insomma non lo so, bisognerà vedere. Interessante come prodotto, vedremo se applicabile ad altre stampanti, perché secondo me su Bambulab non c'era bisogno di questo Panda-Breath, però su altre magari potrebbe essere utile. Bisogna vedere la compatibilità su altre.
You can push it beyond that temp because it supports higher than that temp. We've just limited it to 60 degrees because we don't want people going and melting their carbon rods in the inside of their machine. We'll consider a YOLO mode. We'll toy with the idea. Let's oh, there we go. We've got zoomed in there. So there you can see the Panda-Breath. That's a beautiful unit that's fully functional. You can see the HEPA filter up the top there. You can see the control buttons. Those are those 4 round buttons just on the left of it. And there you go. Richard's having a go at them. And yeah, the power cord actually routes beautifully through the rear of the machine. It's a little bit too detailed to go into it now because we don't have the stream to go on forever, but it routes beautifully through the rear of the machine.
Ah no, scusate, il Panda-Breath è un sistema di filtrazione aria aggiuntivo. Mi ero confuso col fatto che avessero inclinato la stampante in quella maniera lì, invece per far vedere l'estrusore, che comunque è un aggeggino che presenteranno sicuramente dopo, però per ora il Panda-Breath invece è solo un sistema di filtrazione e di avere una temperatura controllata appunto all'interno. In questo caso, per chi ha bisogno di una camera chiusa a temperatura controllata, questo è un accessorio, e soprattutto per le P1P che non ce l'hanno di base potrebbe essere interessante. Mi ero confuso, scusatemi, con gli estrusori che vedete là di fianco, che è un prodotto che comunque andranno a presentare successivamente. Mi intriga anche quella cover, la scocca per estrusore, ma lì siamo a livelli solo tamarri, però insomma vediamo, pian piano vediamoli tutti i prodotti.
So here is the Panda Jetpack. We're going to show you the V2.0. And as you'll notice, we have gone from an SLS printed housing to an injection molded housing that comes in a clear or a black finish. We have also added a second pot, which I don't have with me now, that replaces the plastic housing on the entire tool head. So that it's not just...
Eccolo qui, un altro bel modellino, scusa il progettino, ma comunque bel modello di acquisto per andare a stamarrare con le nostre stampanti. Se non vi bastano le strisce LED del Panda Status, si potrà avere anche questa scocca appunto che protegge l'estrusore, che sicuramente ha la luce LED all'interno, e quindi veramente top a livello di tamarragine questa Bigtreetech, che giustamente cavalca l'onda, dato che tanti comunque hanno personalizzato con i loro upgrade per le bambù le proprie stampanti.
Or perhaps even schools, where the tool head can be configured to glow red whenever it is above a temperature that you consider unsafe. So maybe 60 degrees, that's the human threshold of pain. If it's above there, it'll glow red to let you know, danger, don't touch. Or you can set it higher to a temperature that might result in burns. Really, really neat little function there that will be super useful for schools or households with kids. And to make sure that the product always runs cool, we've also integrated a function where the LEDs will brighten and dim according to the chamber temperature, and to make sure that that is going to give you something that gives you reliable years of service with function and aesthetic appeal. Let's hand over to Rich, because he's got one installed in a printer over there, and he'll be able to actually show you what it looks like installed on the tool head.
Camera angle is a little bad. I don't think. Can you see it? It's glowing like blue in there right now. Yeah. So this is the black version. We also have a transparent version that Luke just showcased. Yeah. So this is the transparent version. This is you can see them side by side. So the transparent version compared to the black one is a little brighter because it transmits all the light throughout the whole case, whereas the black version is mainly just focused on the actual fan blade that the light effect is going onto.
Excellent. Couple of questions that I've seen popping up here. Can we configure our own colors? Yeah, absolutely. The jetpack, if you don't even want it linked to the printer, you can just have it displaying an RGB color that you fancy, a rainbow color that operates in a circle, whatever you want. You can enable and disable that temperature warning if you want it or don't want it. It's fully configurable. It's yours to have fun with. And we've designed all of our RGB products to have a very similar user interface and very similar settings, so that once you've got one and worked with it, it's the same experience with all of them. And that's also going to be native to the app as well. So you can synchronize them all together and configure them all to operate in the same way. So it's really cool if you've got a lot of these machines and a lot of these parts in your studio and you want them to all sort of run together, they can. And it creates a really, really great effect.
Yeah, so
Good.
now I've just turned it to yellow. It's a little easier to see on the camera now.
Yeah, there you go. It's a little easier to see. Lexi, let's get those links out.
Yeah. So, well, we are ready to post the sales link for the Panda Jetpack version 2, and this time we have some more discounts available for you. There are several versions of the Panda Jetpack version 2 available. The ones that include both the new tool head cover and the new tool head plastic body will go for $69. And the ones that only include the new tool head cover will go for $39. However, if you are fast, you can get a $20 off by using the coupon code that we will post in the chat. There are only 20 units available per coupon, so act fast. While you are busy with the links, Luke and Richard will take a minute to answer your question about these products.
All right, guys, so you've got the links, you've got the codes there. We've just pasted them. I'm seeing them pop up in the chat now. And I've seen a few people saying, hey, can we get the links for the breath? Guys, I wish we could. We still have the breath out with some beta testers. It is at advanced beta stage now. So we're really about to finalize it up, industrialize the production line and get them out. But we're not ready to give sales links out just yet. You can subscribe on our website to our email list, and it will let you know as soon as the pre-sale goes live, and then you can order yourself a Panda Breath. Questions about the jetpack. Let's see what we got here. Is the bottom part of the jetpack more heat resistant? Yeah, we have, it's now made out of an injection molded polymer that, is heat resistant. Of course, if you are putting plastic at 200 degrees Celsius onto it, there really is no polymer that's going to survive that. It is ultimately going to melt. So if you're getting massive sort of filament blobs on your hot end, that's going to destroy whatever it comes into its path. It just kind of pushes it slowly apart and breaks it. But it'll have absolutely no problem under normal usage scenarios.
Yeah, I can add a little bit to that maybe. So yeah, the lower part you can see is, I don't know if you can see it, it's a black color. So this is made out of fiber reinforced plastic. So it's more heat resistant because during our testing, we found that normal plastic doesn't take the heat very well. But the upper part is, still mounted to the fan. So that doesn't really need to be that high of a temperature tolerance. So that's why we're able to make the two colors. But the bottom fan duct part is just fiber reinforced plastic for the heat resistance.
All right. So guys, I am going to move on here because again, we've got so much to get through. I'd love to answer questions all night. But let's move on to the next product, and that is the Panda-Verse. We're going to go on to the Panda-Verse RGB. Now, let's unbox this thing again. We're going to go overhead camera. And here we have the Panda-Verse RGB. Now, a lot of you are already familiar with the Panda-Verse, the original Panda-Verse product. Beautiful product that just offered such an improvement to the internal lighting on the PNX series products. And this really is a product in the same vein. Features the same magnetic mount that takes literally like a minute to install. It features the same beautiful aluminium heatsink that ensures that it runs cool. And this time we've just put RGBW.
Una volta si customizzavano le auto tipo Fast and Furious con neon sotto la macchina, sotto le portiere, quando si è all'interno le luci soffuse di vari colori. Oggi invece si è passati a non customizzare l'auto, ma customizziamo le stampanti con strisce LED, colori vari, insomma. Se è un tuning, è un bamboo tuning, altrimenti prima si faceva il car tuning, adesso si fanno il 3D printing tuning.
There is an extra USB cable that we will ship the X1C version with that allows you to feed it in through the rear of the machine using that modified seal that we showed you earlier. So that is the Panda-Verse RGB. It is again configurable via a simple web UI. It connects to the printer using wireless link, and it really does all the same RGB stuff that all of our other products that support RGB, and we've discussed thus far, also do. It can show your own patterns, your own colors, your own effects. It can show a warning, glow up red inside the chamber when the printer is dangerous to the touch, and you can configure it to do it like that. And you'll be able to do that via that web UI and via the app that we'll be releasing shortly. We don't really have too much time for a demo for this because we want to move things on. So Lexi, let's get the sales links out. And I understand, if I'm not mistaken, we have a ton of coupons available for this. So why don't you let the people know about it?
All right, so let's get this sales link out there. For the Panda-Verse RGB, we have coupons that are valid for between 50 and 60 products, depending on the sales platform. So you are really stand a good chance to get one. It sells in two variants, one for the P1S and one for the X1C. The X1C one is priced at $20.99 and includes a USB cable that allows you to route power from a Panda branch. And the P1S1 is priced at $90.99 and plugs directly into the printer USB port. Grab the discounts while you can. And if you have questions, go for it. Luke and Richard will answer it.
So I just saw a question earlier. Somebody asked if it's controllable by the Panda Touch. So not only is it controllable by the Panda Touch, it's controllable by the stock screen, by the Bamboo app, Handy app as well. So basically, it follows whatever your internal printer or printer light is doing. So if the internal printer light is off, it'll be off. If the internal printer light is on, it'll be on. And all of this is controlled wirelessly. So there's no extra signal cable that you have to run anymore, similar to the V1 of the Panda-Lux. Now you only have to give it 5-volt power and that's it. Yeah.
So someone's asking, can I use USB instead of the printer connection? Yeah, I mean, it is literally USB. That's the way that the Panda-Lux works. We don't plug it into the standard printer connection anymore. We plug it into USB because it needs more current than the standard printer connection can provide. And so yeah, you can plug it directly into the USB port of the P1S. If you're using an X1, then we've got the cable, the X1 version that it ships with, and it's got a cable and a seal that you can feed the cable through into the chamber of the printer, and that plugs into USB as well. So you can use a Panda branch or some other external USB supply if you have one, and that's how it works. So let's see if we got any other questions about this. There, I can see all the links and the coupons have been posted. Cool. I'm glad that I was able to answer your question, Kyle. All right. Now, I don't see any other questions. Oh, someone said I use Panda Power. Yeah, if you use Panda Power, you got 2 USB ports available, so you're good to go. Pop it into one of those, and yeah, you'll be able to power the Panda-Lux RGB, no problem. We are going to move on to, okay, we will bounce one of the airless basketballs for you a little bit later, but not just now. Okay, it looks like Lexi's going to do it. Go ahead, Lexi, give it a bounce. There you go. All right, let's move on. We have got the Panda bamboo feeder that we are going to be discussing next. And let's go back to the overhead cam and have a look at the Panda bamboo feeder. What on earth is this? Let's open it up. Have a little look-see. Here it is. Panda bamboo feeder. Well, that's kind of cute, isn't it? Little springy slidey thing on the side. Okay, so this is a neat little product that automatically feeds filament through to the hot end once you insert it. So you can use it on an A, X, P, or H series machine. And it also supports use on other printers like Clipper, Marlin, and RRF-based machines. And if you use one of these, then it really just acts as a really neat little automatic feeder and retraction unit. It connects to the machine via Wi-Fi, and then it automatically starts to load or unload the filament when you initiate a load or unload sequence on the machine. The real power of the product stands out when you use more than one, though. So they seamlessly connect together, up to 4 of them, to work in sync and figure out when one of them has run out of filament, so that as soon as it does, the other one next in the queue will start to push filament through. And what that does is it creates a single virtual roll of filament up to 4 spools wide with no interruption. So some of you may be thinking, but I can use my AMS to do that. And you are right. We designed this primarily for use on printers where there is already no AMS present. That being said, they can still work on a standalone basis with your external spools on the H and the X and the P series machines to just automatically feed that external spool in. And we have a manifold that connects the AMS as well as one of these through to a single output, so it can work in tandem with an AMS. So that is the Panda Bamboo feeder. And because you're driving the filament with a stepper motor here, it reduces the friction that is in the filament path between wherever the spool is located and the tool head. And that friction can sometimes cause errors. It can sometimes result in print defects because your motor is really pulling hard. Sorry, I'm just going to mute the other side of things here so that you don't get that echo again. Yeah, it can sometimes result in print defects, and the Panda Bamboo feeder solves this. And of course, as is the case with our other products, you can control it entirely via a web UI. Currently, the product is still also in beta evaluation, but we're almost done with that. And sales are scheduled to go live in November. So if you want to know about it when it becomes available, sign up to our email list on our official website, stay up to date with the latest news, and you will get an email as soon as this is available. There will be no links for it in the comment section now because you cannot buy it now. But please, we'll post a link to our email list, sign up to that, and you will know when it is available. This is one of those beta units. I'm having fun using a bunch of them that I've got. It is a great little product. Imagine you have an A1, for instance, and you just want to be able to pop the filament in and it automatically feeds through. It'll do all that for you. H series external mount spool, P series external mount spool, X series external mount spool, same deal. And it will also, like we said earlier, automatically refill when one runs out. The print won't even pause. It'll just look like one continuous feed of filament. It's a great little product. We're excited for that to come on the scene. Keep your eyes open. Around November, it will be coming out. That is the Panda Bamboo feeder. And like I say, compatible with Clipper, Marlin, and RRF. Rich, is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, so one thing I want to correct you is you don't actually need multiple of them to be able to do filament reloads or refills, I guess. Because the way we're setting it up is we have a starter pack where there's everything included with the manifold and one bamboo feeder. And that will enable you to do one filament change. So if you have an external spool and then that's the one that's in the actual bamboo feeder, it'll print, or I guess it'll finish the external spool first, and then the bamboo feeder will do the reload for once. And if you like the experience and you want to expand to do like a limited amount of filament changes, then you could buy more bamboo feeder, which we are calling it the expansion pack. So there's only the feeder in it, and you can expand up to 3 feeders. So in total, 4 automatic filament changes if you go to the max amount of bamboo feeder. But if you reload any of the empty ones, then it's like unlimited amount of refills.
Yeah. So it's just basically continuous printing. Rich, do we support TPU with it?
Yeah. So the way we're setting it up is it's a smart tensioning system. So it adjusts. There's a calibration process that it does automatically, and it adjusts for the amount of push force that's required to clear the whole filament path. So if you're using TPU, it doesn't need too much push force. Then it'll adjust for that. And then I've tested like 65A, and it goes like right through, no problem.
Well, there you go. This is one of the very first buffer products that I've ever seen that is capable of pushing and feeding TPU through to a hot end without any sort of jam. So super good news. Exciting product. Will be coming in November. Remember, we have got links available that you can sign up for notifications. Grab those links, sign up. As soon as it's available, you will get an email letting you know. Not just ready yet. Richard mentioned that it's got this automatic calibration where it detects exactly how hard it has to push for the given filament, because you can imagine, you can use this thing on a printer that has like a 2-meter PTFE run, or you could use it on something that has a 0.5 meter PTFE run. The friction that the filament is going to be exposed to along that run is going to be a function of the length of the run, the angles of the bends in the run. There's a whole lot of variables involved. And so this thing needs to be able to measure that friction as the filament's moving along the path. And understand exactly how much force it needs to push with to get it to the hot end. And so that entire measurement system and algorithm is something that has caused a bit of a delay. We had a product that was designed without that, and then we said, you know what, we want this thing to be just the absolute best it can be. So let's design that into the product. And now we're at a point now where we are late stage beta with that beautiful measurement system implemented. And as Richard mentioned, it is working so well. We couldn't be happier with the results that we are seeing. So great product. November is when it's out. Look out for those links. Good. So someone asked, what is that yellow thing on the top of the printer earlier? And Richard is busy turning his printer around so that we can see it. So he said, look, what is that thing? I said, we'll get to that. And here we are. I'm going to go to my overhead camera right now so you can have a quick peep as I unbox this. And this is called the Panda Alarm. Let's have a quick look at what the Panda Alarm does. Really great little product for people with print farms or multiple printers, and they just want to be able to have a quick look at basically the status of their printer while it's busy printing. So it mounts, as you could see in that shot earlier from Rich, it mounts at the top right of a PRX series machine. It wirelessly links to the printer and changes its color or color effect based on the status of the printer. It also includes this really cool little built-in speaker. It can play custom sound effects. You get to upload them in MP3 format and configure what they are. If there's a problem with the machine, you will hear the audible effect and know there is an issue. You can configure effects for a bunch of different events within the machine as well and bring event-based audio playback to your printers. The RGB will also change to a color that reflects the state of the printer, maybe red, for instance, if it's got an error. But you can also just set it to be in a mode that you fancy. Maybe you like the breathing or the wave mode. You can set it to that. As with all the other products, web UI to customize everything, going to be supported in the app soon as well. Let's just cut across to Richard. He's got one on the machine there. You can see it in action. Richard, over to you.
This is the Panda Alarm. So currently this one is not connected. So I'm not going to actually, show any status.
Yeah,
but
so that alarm is
yeah.
just basically displaying a generic wave pattern now. When you connect it to the machine, it'll give you the status of the machine if you want it. If you just want it to display that really cool little wave pattern, it'll do that too. And the cool thing is, when it's off, you might have seen it in the overhead camera, but it just looks like this clear see-through thing. And when it's on, you get that super cool sort of Tron-esque effect coming through because it's got stuff embedded into the actual plastic that shines through. So yeah, this is again entirely RGB. Whatever color you want. It's not just yellow. Whatever color you want, it's going to do that. It's going to shine through. So great little product, Panda Alarm. If you're a farmer and you just want to be able to glance at your printer, see what's going on, or here you have your printer trigger an audible alarm when something's gone wrong, so you need to go look at it, then that's a cool little product for you. That is the Panda Alarm. Right, Lexi, are you going to give the announcement, make the links available?
Yeah. And thanks for the demonstration. We are posting the links in the chat for the Panda Alarm now. It will just retail for $29.99. Guys, go for it. And okay, so I have seen lots of people are waiting for our giveaway. So now it's the time for our first giveaway. First, we are going to announce the winner of the third prize for the 10th anniversary giveaway that we held on social media. And then we will have another giveaway exclusive to live stream viewers. the winners of our 10th anniversary draw will each receive one of our new Panda products. It could be a Panda Den, Panda Perch, Panda Breast, or a Panda Under Armour. Let's see who will win the prize. Okay, so if you win the prize, please reach out to marketing@biqu3d.com to claim your prize. Okay, Richard, could you please announce the first winner of the third prize?
Sure. So for the third prize, there's a couple winners. For the Panda Den, we have William Weaver. Email William, or I guess I won't read the email, but yeah. So William Weaver. And then for Panda Perch, we have Divesh Jaeger. And then for the Panda Breath, we have Antikian. And for Panda Under Armour, we have Zyro. That's.
Okay.
I mean, Luke, should I read the email or no? I don't know if that's.
Don't read the email. We're not going to give out that information publicly.
Yeah, that's what
However,
I
that being said, bear in mind to claim this, you've got to send us an email. So fire us off an email, guys. You are the lucky winners. Good for you. And yeah, if you are in the chat, comment. Let us know that you won. We'll be stoked and happy for you to see your comments come through, guys. Well done. Oh, speaking of being in the chat, I saw my sister just joined. Look at that.
So post the winner's name in the comment section in case my pronunciation isn't good enough.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's post the names in the thumb section, in the comments. And we're back. Sorry, guys, I mentioned earlier that the entire of South Africa just had this absolutely unusual nationwide internet outage, probably some sort of cable undersea cut. So I'm going to still be going off and on from time to time. But yeah, if the winners are in the chat, well done, guys. Bear in mind that this was just one of many giveaways. We have got a ton load more giveaways coming. And now this one is really just going to be for those who are connected to the stream. If you're here now, good for you. Now's your time. Lexi, let the people know how they can win. Go for it, Lex.
All right, so now is time for our giveaway that is exclusive to our live stream viewers. Here's how it works. I will ask you a question about Panda-Verse. All you need to do is type the correct answer in the comment section. Everyone who gets it right will be entered into the draw, and we will pick our winners live right here on stream. And what are the prizes? Let's take a look. We have 5 winners for the Panda diaper and 5 winners for the Panda staters and another 5 winners for 10th anniversary limited edition set, a t-shirt, a tote bag, and 1 keychain. That's total of 15 winners in this round. All right, here comes the questions. Which Panda-Verse product helps you to gather scraps and waste that have fallen inside your printer? Now type your answers in the comment now. We'll give you a moment. we are going to wait a little longer because there will be 15 prizes from this entry. So we want to give everyone a chance to enter.
So guys, remember, all 15 prizes are going to be awarded based on whether you give the right answer now. So shoot your answers off, and 15 prizes. There's a pretty good chance you're going to win something. Shoot it off. Let's see what happens. Oh,
Yeah, you
now
need
we get
to-
to see how many people are connected.
Okay.
All right, what do you guys think? Have we
Now-
given the people long enough? Should we gather the names now, put them all into a big spinning wheel, and see who gets to win the prizes?
Okay. There is having let's draw. Let's run the draw now.
Remember, it doesn't matter how many times you post. Your name is only entered once, so we keep it fair.
Let's start picking our first 5 winners.
Say hello.
We're having some trouble trying to bring up the drawing page. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
there you go.
Congratulations. Okay, this is second winners.
Let the people know what they win as well, Lexi.
This is for the panda diaper. Okay, next. Congratulations, Kevin. You got a diaper. Panda diaper.
So we got 2 more diapers.
Yeah, 2 more. Okay, Martin. Congratulations, you are the 4th winner. Okay, this is
Oh, well
the
done, Clint.
yeah. This is the last winner for the panda diapers already. Okay, so we go next round. We'll pick 5 winners from the same group of correct answer to win the panda status. Congratulations, you got 1 panda status.
Well done, Citrol.
Okay, the second winners come out. Let's
Kenneth, well done, buddy. You get yourself a panda status. Top E3. Well done.
Okay, this is the last one for the panda status winner. Congratulations, guys. Okay, finally, another 5 winners will win our 10th anniversary souvenirs sets. Let's start it. Zero XX.
And well done. Just so that you guys know, this 10th anniversary set, just to repeat it, it's a t-shirt, a tote bag, and a keychain. Pretty cool little keychain. It's a tiny little build plate, one of our Cry Grip build plates.
John, you win the set for our 10th anniversary.
Oh, well done, Tim. You've been around since the start, buddy.
Okay, this is the last one. Congratulations, guys. Please remember to contact us through our official social media or contact the email address marketing@bigtreetech.com. Congratulations to all those winners again. All right, for those who didn't win this time, don't be sad. There will have another giveaway coming up, and we will still have the winners for the grand prize and runner-up prize of our 10th anniversary giveaway, as well as another stream exclusive giveaway. So keep watching the live stream and don't miss that. Now over to look for the next part of our product demonstration.
Thanks so much, guys. If you didn't win, there is another chance coming up. So stick around. There is going to be, in fact, the big giveaway where you're going to win a P1S, potentially, plus all of the really cool things that are applicable to the P1S that we've demonstrated in the show so far. So stick around for that. Plus, we also have a ton more other giveaways for you who are connected to the stream and have stuck with us. For now, what we want to do is demonstrate the next product. And I'm just going to reach down here and grab it. And this is the Panda Aura. Now, I saw a few questions popping up earlier on about the Panda Aura. And as I mentioned, when we started the stream, the second part of the stream is going to be focused on the A series of machines. Not exclusive only to them, but a lot of the parts are going to be pretty much focused on them. So this is the first one of those, and it is the Panda Aura. Let's have a look at the unboxing of it. So when we look at it from the top, let's do that. What do you see there? Beautiful perspex, kind of similar to what you saw with the Panda Alarm earlier, right? But if we flip this bad boy open and have a look inside, let's get rid of that. And we see a little control box. Very nice. A cable, great. We pop that open, and here we have the Panda Aura. Now, the cool thing about this is it mounts directly to the base of an A1 or an A1 Mini. This is the A1 version I'm showing you, but there is a version for the A1 Mini. And you can see it's got an entire ring of RGB LEDs. And what they do is the entire sheet acts as a light pipe to take them out to the sides. And so your entire A1 or A1 Mini lights up around it with this beautiful effect, whatever you choose. And like I've said a couple times during the stream, the effect that you choose is configurable via the app or the web UI. You can choose to make it link directly to the printer, or you can just make it something that you really like. Maybe a beautiful breathing effect, a slow, calming breathing effect, or a constant color. We can go wild and have like rainbow effects going around your printer. Whatever the case is, go for it. I personally love this product. Every now and then, my wife takes one of my printers off to a market, and man, this catches ours. You got this thing connected to the base of an A1 there, and people just cannot help but look, be interested, and come over and have a look. It is, I love this thing. It's a really cool little product. The Panda Aura, we have got it installed on a machine right now in the R&D lab where Richard is. And it's also worth mentioning that for schools or printers where there are children around, this also has that overheating function where once the hot end or the bed are hot, it can glow red to indicate the printer is no longer safe to touch. So yeah, a very, very neat little feature as well. We'll show you it in action now. We've got Richard over in the lab. Richard, do you want to fire one up?
Yeah, so currently on display right now is the Panda Aura for the A1. For the A1 Mini, it's the same feature, it's just different size because of the printer size. So I don't know if you can see it, but I have right here the control. Right, yes, focus. it doesn't. All right, never mind. So anyways, this is a web UI that you can use to control it. There's multiple modes. I mean, there's so right now it's on color cycle. So basically, it's the same color just repeating itself. Then we have rainbow, which is color shifting, like underglow. And then we have what Luke was saying, the temperature warning. So right now, this is just idling, so it's green now. But if I set the temperature up to whatever 200 degrees, in a second, it'll turn red because anything above 50, so that includes heat bed and the nozzle, it'll turn red to show you. No, there you go. It goes red. So that'll just show you that it's dangerous. There's some part of the printer is hot enough to burn you. Yeah, so this also shares the same control box as the Panda alarm. So it has the same function. So if there's a warning light or something, there's an actual alarm on it that'll notify you there's something going wrong with your printer. Yeah, so that's the Panda Aura.
Excellent. And some guys have already spotted the little Easter egg in this shot. We'll get to that, guys. Don't worry. Know me. Or I could just announce it instead of calling you by your proper name. Lexi, would you like to release the sales links and the coupons for the Panda Aura?
Yeah, and the Panda Aura has a retail price of $59.99 for the A1 version and $49.99 for the A1 mini version. So, but we have discount coupon today that will allow you to pick one up for $10 off. The coupons are good for the official website, AliExpress, and Amazon, but are the same, first come, first serve. So be quick. Now, if you have any questions, just throw out on the comment section and Luke and Richard will be answering them. So just go for it.
I saw a comment earlier. Someone was a bit worried about resonance with the Panda Aura. Don't be. It fixes to the base of the printer using firm screw holes. So it essentially acts as a relatively heavy base that the printer sits on with its existing rubber feet. So no, there's no impact whatsoever on resonance. You have no reason to be concerned there. Good. How does it detect the change in temps? Good question. Yeah, so it connects to the printer wirelessly. It actually receives all the same information from the printer that Bamboo Studio would receive, or Bamboo Handy, and in that is contained the temperature of the heat bed as well as the nozzle, as well as the printing state and a bunch of other really cool things. How does it know which printer to connect to? Well, when you first turn it on, it opens up a little hotspot. You jump onto that hotspot, and like, I guess, when you go to a coffee shop and it's got a captive portal, so as soon as you connect to the hotspot, it'll open a captive portal on your device. Or when we release the app, you'll just be able to connect to it through the app. And then it does a scan through your local network, and it finds all the Bamboo printers that are there, and you just select the right one that it's currently installed onto, and you connect to that printer. You give it the access code for that printer, which you can get from the printer itself, and then you're good to go. So that's how it knows which one it's connected to. Do you have to be in LAN mode? No, you don't. No, it works just in the standard cloud mode. Cool. Any other questions, guys? I'm trying to make sure that we answer all your questions. Why not a Panda Under Armour with the same function? That's a pretty good question. Why not throw a bit of RGB on the Panda Under Armour? Thanks for that. We'll think about it. how is it powered? That's actually a good question. So when I was doing the unboxing earlier on, you would have seen that I took out the little control module. That control module just magnetically clips onto the back of the A1. And then there was a little cable as well. So you can plug that cable directly into a A1 printer. It's got the same Molex microfit connector that goes into an A1. You can plug that directly into the Panda Aura controller, and that's it. You're good to go. You can plug it into a Panda branch. It's even got a little 5-volt USB input, so if you want to power it via USB, you can do that as well. Choice is yours. Can we connect it to a P1S? Yeah, you can connect it to any Bamboo printer if you want. Like I said, these products are kind of customized for A1, but yeah, you want to connect it to a P1S, you can. It's going to show you the status by the LEDs. It's, you know, it doesn't mind what printer it's connected to, but physically, it's designed for an A1 and an A1 Mini. Clint, where do I contact about the DARPA R1? You got to send a marketing. You see, it's late for me, guys. You got to send an email to marketing@bq3d.com. Good, guys. We're going to move on. Let's hit up the next one. And this time, we're going to go on to this cool little product over here, the Panda Hue OTG. So I'm going to cut ahead to my overhead camera again. We're going to flip this thing open. I mean, you can already tell what it is from the box, right? But let's open it up anyways and have a look in there. So what we have here is this beautiful little handle that offers portability and style to your A1. It is made of beautifully anodized CNC aluminum, stunningly crafted, and it allows you to just really easily pick up your A1 Mini and take it anywhere. But we threw in a little bit of extra because why not? This is a removable magnetic mount that you can put HueForge prints in here, and they will light up with the LED matrix behind it. So you get this really cool effect with this beautiful CNC handle that you put on top of your A1 Mini that makes it portable. You can make little photos, logos, whatever it is that you want. Comes with the power cable that conceals really, really well, just along the rear of the A1 Mini, and then plugs into the A1 Mini to get its power. So really, really cool little product. That is the Panda Hue OTG, which stands for, of course, on the go, because it's there to make your A1 Mini portable. Print your own little insert if you want, using HueForge or any other thing, any other tool that gives you lithophane style prints, and that will glow up beautifully. You can see a demo of that also in our intro video that we played at the start of the stream. So, Richard, I think you've got one installed on a printer over there. Do you want to show it in action?
Yeah, so this is the Hue OTG installed on the A1 Mini. You know, it's easy. The whole thing just flips up. And there is a little printed HueForge printed cover on it that you can customize yourself. It just goes onto this metal bracket. You know, you put this back on. Then this just goes on top. Let me try to show it to the camera. It's a little hard to, because the exposure is too high. But is it focusing? No. So basically, it's showing a BQ logo right now.
All right, so some important questions that we just want to give answers to. Does RGB increase performance? The obvious answer to that is absolutely. Why would people put it underneath their race cars if it didn't? So yeah, you are going to get at least 20,000 extra millimeters per second squared acceleration as soon as you light something up with RGB. That is a given. How do we, just in case you're wondering, that is a joke. You will not get 20,000 extra millimeters per second. Don't hold me to that. How does this not come off? Well, there are screw holes in the side. So yeah, I just haven't secured it, but yeah, you just basically put some screws in the side. And how does it fix to the actual machine? Well, there's screw holes in the base there. So it all just screws together, fixes to the machine beautifully, fixes the handle to the top beautifully, and that's how you assemble it. Let's see. Any other questions? Oh, someone says he actually got 25,000 with his RGB ones. And I believe it. I believe it. Questions, guys? Okay, no other questions. Let's hand over to Lex. She's going to put the discount coupons and the sales links up for you.
Okay, so we are now going to post the purchase link and discount codes into the chat. The retail price is $29.99, but you can grab one for $10 off that price if you are quick enough to snag up a discount code. There are just 20 discount codes available with each coupon, and they are valid for our official website and AliExpress. So go fast, guys.
Grab your discount. Guys, I have got a pile of products sitting on the floor next to me here. If you live down the road from me, you could just drive down here. I'd be happy to hand one over to you. But otherwise, we do have a giveaway at the end of the show that you can jump in on. Right, so you've got the links, you've got the coupons for the Panda Hue OTG. And I am seeing no other questions. So with that, ek is op pad. Yeah. Oh, of course. There's my sister in the comments saying, but I do live down the road from you. Okay, it comes with a caveat. If you are a relative of mine, you do not qualify. Good, guys, next product. We are now going to look at a product that is called the Panda-Nomi 3D. The Panda-Nomi 3D. Now, this is a product that a few of you spied earlier when we were looking at the Aura. Let's have a look at it. So, many of you are already familiar with the Panda-Nomi, right? You've got them, you've installed them on the gantry or the tool head. Maybe you've installed them on an X1C or a P1S, whatever the case may be. This is the Panda-Nomi 3D. And why did we do it? Well, let's have a look. What makes it 3D? So I'm going to cut to my overhead camera here and have a look. This is the enclosure that you would normally get for a Panda-Nomi, but you'll notice there's a little bit of extra going on inside this one. And this is our dome-shaped lens. And many of you might be asking, but why? Well, why did someone in Vegas decide to put a massive dome, a sphere, in the middle of the city? Because they could. And that would be the same answer that I would give you if you asked, but why? About the Panda-Nomi 3D. So it comes with a beautiful dome-shaped lens. We've completely reworked all of the graphics and the images to give you really rich expressions that come out of it during your printing. And in fact, you would have seen a preview of that already in the video that we played just before the stream started, and also when we were demonstrating the Panda Aura on the A1. We'll take you back to that in just a moment, but let me just explain how it works. The faces and the GIFs now have a ton more personality. They use that dome-shaped lens to maximize that impact, give it the spherical feel. Imagine basically a mini Vegas dome directly on your print head, right? It's pretty fun. Still retains all the great features of the original Panda-Nomi. You can control it via a web UI. You can configure what GIF you want to display for every state of the printer. But why not just hand over to Rich now, and he'll be actually able to actually show you it installed onto that A1 again.
Yep. So this is how it looks like when you actually install it onto the printhead. There's an actual dome in front of the screen to make it look more three-dimensional. We've also made an entirely new UI for the Panda-Nomi 3D so that it works better with the lens around it. And also, this in our new product that we haven't get to yet, the Panda Cooler A1. There we have an extra power port that's designed for the Nomi, so this time you don't have to run a cable all the way through the back anymore. It's all within the same board on the Panda Cooler A1, and then power just goes through the stock two-head board or two-head cable.
Yeah, so while we're here, we had the Panda Cooler A1 on the list of things to discuss this evening, but we've had to hack a few products out because we don't want to let the stream go on forever. Panda Cooler A1, great little product. There are a number of instances, if you go online and check the forums, where people have had problems of their motor overheating and actually damaging their printer. So this blows cool air, as you can see on the side there, straight through the tool head. And because we can, it's also got RGB. We've got LEDs that sit on the base of the heating duct for the A1 that can glow white, or again, RGB, that will light up the nozzle where the printer is so you can actually see what's going on. Or you can control them to do pretty much whatever you want them to do. Right now, we've got them in sort of a breathing effect with yellow. You want them to go orange or rainbow, you can do it. So that is the Panda Cooler A1. We didn't have an opportunity to really delve into it this evening because of time. But you know what? We probably will still throw some links in the comments a little bit later. But for now, we're going to focus on the links for the Panda-Nomi 3D because that's what we're talking about. And let's say after that, we'll throw the links in the comments for the Panda Cooler A1. Questions? Panda-Nomi 3D, can we fit larger GIFs on it? Good question, Damien. What we've done is we've been able to compress all the GIFs that we had. One of them, for instance, was a megabyte, and we've been able to compress that down to just a few tens of kilobytes. So previously, there were just maybe a few hundred kilobytes available. Now you've got 2 megs of storage available, and we are providing a tutorial for how you as users can also compress your GIFs down and fit tons of really great GIFs on this to give it a ton of expression. And that'll all be available on the wiki, and we're going to link to it in the firmware as well. So when you're busy uploading GIFs, you'll have a link there that you can then use to get to in your firmware. So that is the Panda-Nomi 3D. Give us a shout if you have any other questions about it. It is Panda-Nomium. Well done. I love that. And let's see what else. Barry, on the P1S. Yeah, that's good point. There was a question about, is it compatible with the Jetpack as well? Well, no, it's not, because you can't mount it on the front of a P1S or an X1C. So where you mount it on an X1 or a P1 is there's a printable mount that goes directly next to the screen for an X1C, and another mount that clips into the opening on the top of the chamber for the P1S. So that's where you would mount either on those printers. Good. Let's get some links out. Lex, do you want to post those links for the Nomi?
Okay, so now we are going to Sam to post the purchase link and discount code into the chat. And this Nomi 3D is retail price for $52.99. But you can grab one for $10 off the price if you are quick enough to snag up a discount code. And there are just 20 discount codes available with each coupon, and they are valid for our official website and AliExpress. So now just go for buy the Nomi 3D, grab your codes for the discount.
又把 A1 的一起放了 ，A1 cooler。We're also releasing the link for the A1 cooler and its discount codes at the same time.
Yeah, now we are releasing the cooler A1 version, and the retail price is $29.99. Also, you can grab a $10 off for the price. Yeah, be noticed about the code for each product.
All right, guys. So, man, the questions are coming in thick and fast. Does the 3D one work with the X1C? It does, but it doesn't mount onto the tool head. There is a printable mount that mounts just directly next to the screen on the X1C. And you'll see that printable mount referenced on our wiki for this product. It's uploaded on MakerWorld. You can go there, download it, print it. And yeah, it looks pretty good. Similar printable mount available on the P1S as well. Let's see, any other questions? All right, guys, it is time for our final giveaway then. Is there a transparent black shell for the Jetpack V2? It's just a black shell. It's not a transparent black, but there is a black shell as well. There's black and a clear shell. Any future new MB? I'm assuming motherboards to be released.
No, look, I think he was asking for the back shell. So that one is actually nylon printed. Yeah, so that only has black. And then the front cover has transparent and black.
All right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about motherboards. Yes, we do have motherboard updates coming. I mean, one of the updates that we're working on right now, we can say because we've mentioned it elsewhere, is something called the Panda-Verse. It's kind of just a fun project where you'll be able to like replace all the electronics in a P1S, all the electronics, and get the thing pumping on Clipper. There are some pretty cool features that are going to come. You'll be able to push the motion system fast. You'll be able to get very high frame rate live stream cams from it instead of just sort of half a frame a second. You'll be able to get temperature and humidity sensing from the chamber. Yeah, we'll be able to push the bed higher than the software limited 100 degrees Celsius up to X1C temperatures. It will have eddy current scanning on the bed. So instead of taking ages to scan the bed, it's just going to and have a really good mesh. Bunch of really cool features coming. And we're going to prototype that on display at Formnext. So if you're around in Germany in November, pop around, have a look. It's going to be fun. Other than that, we have got some other pretty cool motherboards coming for the Clipper range early next year. So keep your eyes out. Good. So, guys, you've stuck with us. And now it's time to hop over to our final giveaway, where we will be giving away the grand prize, as well as the runner-up and a bunch of other cool prizes. If you're connected to the stream, it'll be a randomized giveaway. Just be sure to answer the question correctly. We're going to give you all enough time. We know that there's a certain delay between Facebook and YouTube, so we'll give you enough time to send your answers in, and then you get to win. So, Lexi, over to you. Go for it.
And the moment you have all been waiting for is here. Thank you to the thousands of makers worldwide who joined our 10th anniversary giveaway over the past few weeks. Your incredible support means the world to us at Biqu and Bigtreetech. And we have given away some amazing prizes, but now it's time to review the big ones, our second prize and the grand prize winners. Let's get started. One lucky maker will be taking home a brand new Bamboo Lab P1S printer fully upgraded with a complete Panda-Verse kit, the ultimate creative printing station. That's the grand prize. Let's get started with the runner-up though. For the runner-up, our lucky winner is getting a complete set of new Panda upgrades for their Bamboo printer. We are just waiting for the result from the draw. And Richard, can you please?
Yeah, so for the second runner-up prize, we're posting it in the comment section, but the actual ID is Poiswick, if I pronounced it that right. Yeah, so that's got a full complete package of our Panda-Verse products for the Bamboo printers.
Yeah, if you are watching the live, drop a quick message in the chat to confirm you're here. Then please reach out to our marketing at Bigtreetech.com to verify your details and claim your prize.
Well done, buddy. You just got a really cool prize.
Sending out. And now for the moment you have been waiting for, the grand prize. One lucky maker is about to win a fully upgraded Bamboo P1S printer equipped with the complete Panda-Verse upgrade kits. This ultimate creative printing station includes our new products, Panda Station, Panda Den, Panda Alarm, Panda Jackpad Verse 2, and Panda-Verse. Wow, what a prize. All right, let's find out who's taking this home. Grand prize goes to...
Yeah. So the grand prize is going to Raphael F.
Congratulations. So also please confirm to us if you are watching the live now. Type something in the comment sections and then contact us at marketing@Bigtreetech.com to claim your prize. Once again, a huge thank you to everyone who participated in our 10th anniversary giveaway. We are beyond thrilled to celebrate this milestone with our amazing community. But don't go anywhere, folks. We are not done yet. We have got one final giveaway for this live event. And trust me, you don't want to miss this. Here's what's up for grabs. We will got 3 winners to win Panda coolers, 3 winners to win Panda Hue OTG, and 4 winners to win Panda Branch Plus, and another 5 winners to win the 10th anniversary limited edition set, include 1 t-shirt where I'm wearing now and a tote bag and a special keychains. That's a total of 15 winners. So even if you haven't won yet, your chance is now. So how do you enter is super simple. Just type the phrase Happy 10th Anniversary Biqu and BTT in the comment section below. Everyone who comments with the correct phrase during the live stream will be entered into the draw, and we will pick the winner right here live on air. So please type the phrase Happy 10th Anniversary Biqu and BTT in our comment section now.
Allora ragazzi, facciamo l'ultima pescata per questo giveaway e poi dopo andremo verso i saluti. È stata una live abbastanza lunga, ci tenevo a vedere tutte le novità di questo 10° anniversario. Ricordo che nelle prossime live al pomeriggio andrò a installare, tanto che siamo appunto nella casa che ha costruito questo Panda Status, il mio Panda Status sulle 2 Biqu. E nulla, al termine diciamo della live lascerò appunto anch'io e quindi vi saluto adesso. Vi ricordo di iscrivervi al canale e appunto di seguirmi sui vari social, perché comunque c'è sempre un qualcosa da fare, da proporvi, da interagire. Ci tengo molto alla community, quindi insomma se volete iscrivetevi e seguitevi, che ogni tanto magari salta fuori sempre qualcosa da dire, come ho detto. Niente, andiamo a vedere effettivamente la pescata. Spero di almeno di vincere una maglietta, ma secondo me neanche quella. Vedrò vedere vincere gli altri e farò le congratulazioni poi agli altri. Vi saluto ragazzi, ciao, alla prossima.
Let's go. The first Panda Cooler, 3 winners. Wow, congratulations, Jerry. You got a Panda Cooler.
I just want to pause here to mention, guys, that the entries have been paused now. So there's no point in continuing to enter after this.
And this is our second winner. Okay, let's roll for the last one.
Damien, so close twice, buddy.
Okay, this is over for the Panda Cooler. And next, we will go to the Panda Hue OTG, another 3 winners. This is our first winner. Congratulations to our second ones. Wow, look, congratulations, you are the third one. Okay, this is for the Panda Branch Plus. Okay, so next one. Chris, you are the third winners for the Panda Branch Plus. And then will be our 10th anniversary limited edition set. Martin, congratulations. Next one.
Guys, again, I'm going to say it. There's no point in sending the phrase through anymore because the entries have shut.
Okay, go for the third one. Richard, you are the winner. Okay, the fourth. Yeah. Okay, the last one for the stats. Okay, this is the last winner for our 10th anniversary limited edition set. Okay, congratulations, guys. Don't forget to reach out through marketing@bigtreetech.com or our social media to claim your exclusive set. You can also send us a DM via Facebook Messenger to claim your prize, and or contact Tonya Jordan. We will also post the winner list and claim your prize and contact info in the comments. So make sure to check and claim your prize. If you won and are from the YouTube stream, then you will need to send an email from the YouTube account that you won from. Okay, that's a wrap for our giveaways. A massive thank you to everyone who joined us today and participate in the giveaways and celebrate our 10th anniversary with us. Your support makes this live stream so special. Stay tuned for more exciting upgrades for the Panda-Verse, guys.
Guys, thank you so much for tying in. It's been a journey. We're all tired people, I'm sure, whatever part of the world we're in. And go have a rest. To the winners, congratulations. To those who didn't, sorry. We wish we could give something away to each and every single one of you. But yeah, we have got more products in the pipeline, a lot more. And so we will have more giveaways shortly. Thank you so much for connecting. And one of the products that we gave away was actually called the Panda Branch Plus, which we didn't even mention because we didn't have the time in this live stream. But there will be more information on that on our socials soon. So if you have one of those, it will be getting delivered to you. The wiki will have all the information to explain how it works. It's a really cool new product, an extension off, as the name suggests, the Panda Branch. So keep an eye out for more info on that. Thank you so much, guys. Love you all. Thanks for joining in. Go have a good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever it is that you are. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Peace out, and thanks for connecting.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See you next time.